You're listening to Natural Resources University. This episode features Working Wild U, hosted by Dr. Jared Beaver and Alex Few.
A male gray wolf has been spotted 3 times in Ventura County. California Fish and Wildlife says they believe the wolf was born in Oregon in 2019 and fitted with a purple tracking collar. The collar transmission shows it traveled at least 935 air miles in California, a minimum of 16 air miles per day.
Yep, you heard that right. A single wolf traveled 1,000 miles from Oregon through Northern California all the way to the outskirts of San Luis Obispo.
As biologists would say, dispersers, lone wolves wandering long distances. But this is just a regular part of wolf behavior. Think of it like a teenager heading off to college. A young adult wolf often leaves the pack where they were born to seek and make their own way in the world. If they're lucky, they'll find good food, a mate with excellent genes, and a new home.
In the case of OR93, the wolf that went a-wandering through California, the poor guy was looking for a mate in places that hadn't seen another wolf in about 100 years.
And in doing so, OR93 met the fate of many other wolves that go a-wandering in the West.
He was found dead, struck by a vehicle along Interstate 5 in Kern County, California.
When wolves disperse, they're increasingly moving through a human-dominated landscape where they can often get into trouble. Developments, highways, bridges, multi-use lands, you name it.
And in today's episode, we're going to be covering where wolves are, where different people think they should be, and the tricky business of managing and living with wolves in a changing world.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Alex.
And this is the Working Wild U.
We'll be right back.
Working Wild U is a proud part of Natural Resources University, a podcast network delivering science-based information for your natural resource management. Other current network series include Timber University, Fish University, Deer University, Fire University, and Habitat University. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
In 1989, 1990, 91, a disperser showed up in 9 Mile. It's a little rural community, kind of a bedroom community of Missoula.
That's Mike Jimenez. He's the biologist we talked to about dispersing wolves in episode 5.
But a lot of people raised cattle, sheep, llamas, you name it. Wolves showed up there, big to do. First time wolves had shown up for decades outside Glacier National Park.
These were some of the first wolves in Montana to wander down from Canada into a patchwork landscape full of challenge and opportunity.
So wolves showed up there. Wolves den in April. By July, someone had illegally killed the female. So there's a male taking care of 6 pups. Dad's going across I-90, bringing back elk pieces, deer pieces, got smacked on the highway at the end of August.
Just like OR93, the patriarch met his end on a road.
So now we had 6 pups living in the middle of little ag community of 9 Mile, no parents. So we made the decision, the agency made a decision that we'd feed them, not walk out and give them food, but just create a rendezvous site where normally what would happen, wolves would bring back dead things, pieces of things, pups would learn how to eat, feed on those, and the adults would go out, they hunt, they bring things back. So I became the adult that brought things back, and I would go look for road kills.
Okay, wow. So Mike was basically breaking one of the golden wildlife rules. Do not feed the wildlife, all in the name of conservation. And while it seems like he was trying to raise them, he really wasn't.
That's right. He just found roadkill to feed them. He'd place it at rendezvous sites in